I wasn't talking much, but you're right. The mic was muted, which usually unmutes itself, so I don't know why it was muted to begin with. Anyway, welcome to the stream. How's it going? I think my speakers are on. Something's on. Yeah, okay. I was just doing some fine audio tuning, but I guess we still need to work that out as well. Anyway, more Max Payne 3. Last time we did this game was only a couple days ago. I wanted to do more Dreams and Capcom's Belt Action Arcade Collection, I think is what they call it. But I think I'm going to wait until I get my PS4 controller, because some of those things are a little bit more reliant on the options button, which I have problems with sticking, than other games. So we're just going to hold off until that actually comes in. But we got a couple games running right now, one of them being Max Payne, so might as well get back into it. Been making a lot of progress with this game. But on the one hand, I don't want to progress through it too quickly, but on the other, it's like, well, might as well. What can you do? Last time on Max Payne 3, it was the eternal digging a deeper hole, just getting right up in there in the muck and the filth. The guy that was paying Max to protect his family ended up getting killed, assassinated. So I thought, well, maybe I could still save his wife. Tracks her down, attempts to save her, she ends up getting shot in the head. But there's a trade-off, because then 2 more family members ended up getting kidnapped. So good for them. At the same time, Max met up with, I don't remember if it was like an FBI agent or if it was just a local Brazilian police officer, but met up with him. That guy had the suggestion that maybe the people targeting the family are actually members of the family, or at least one of them. So I guess there's going to be some investigating going on, and we're going to see what we can find out here. This is another flashback going to Max's past right before he left for Sao Paulo. I guess right before leaving, he decided he'd go and visit his wife's and daughter's grave. But as we saw in the stream before last, he killed a mob boss's son, so now hell's broken out in New York, and I guess he's got the mob after him, so this is just a follow-up for that. Yes, I'm going to be wandering a little bit, because you never know when there's going to be some golden gun parts. They pop up in the damnedest of locations, even in a cemetery. Ah, shit. I know. I'm trying to move the reticle, but it won't let me. I guess because he's in cover? Or was it this guy that shot me? Oh, okay, I guess it was that guy. So, I started uploading my Max Payne 2 streams, which we finished like a month or 2 ago or something like that. I was watching a handful of them, just making sure that the video was okay and everything, but I was looking to take a look at the gameplay.
And that Passos might have to pay the price for my sentimentality.
Sorry.
And they are, the games are quite different.
Okay. I will be once we get out of here.
I guess I'll talk about that more after this.
The only guys DeMarco sent after us.
Got that feeling too.
Wow. Oh, jeez. I didn't even get a chance to look in the cemetery either. A little bummed out about that. Maybe there was something over there.
I started to wonder if my luck was about to run out when I realized it had a long time ago. That's why I was here.
There he is! The money's mine! That's if there's anyone left to identify the bodies with.
You good? Yeah, I'm okay.
I was trying to hit that first, but it wouldn't let me grab it. But yeah, I'm a little surprised when it comes to Max Payne 2 how inaccurate you could be with the gun and still hit and kill people. When it comes to this game, you know, I mean, I guess there's some guns that have spread or other attributes like that, but you pretty much need to be right on them. And I mean, I guess it's to be expected with most games, but still, it's a big change of pace. Because you could kind of just go free balling and not have to worry about accuracy too much when it came to the first two games, but this one you gotta be a bit more precise. At the same time, I think it's a little bit easier as well. I don't know. Something about the difficulty and how many enemies they throw at you. It never really seems to reach the extremes that, shit. I mean, neither are you. Never really seems to reach the extremes that, 1 and 2 did. I feel like I'm using the... I'm using it right here, but I guess it's mandatory. Using the slow-mo and jump a little bit less frequently than I was in those games. Whereas it seemed a little bit more necessary. This one, not so much. I feel like I could kind of get through most of these areas without needing it too often. Okay. Didn't work out, did it? Excuse me?
Got the energy for an encore? Let's move!
Right. Almost felt like going back and replaying a couple of these levels. Just because I know that I had seen, you know, when it comes to like the cutscenes and stuff, some golden gun parts. Okay. I don't know, you never know. You could knock open a mausoleum door with a gunshot.
Lots here weren't cheap. I'd take a freebie.
Through the gate!
Hey, come on. Hey, wake up. Let's go.
But I didn't. So. Oh well. I'm not even sure if you can just like use them off the bat.
Either DeMarco had thrown an army at this job, or he'd put a high enough bounty on our heads to attract every contract-buying scumbag on the eastern seaboard.
Yeah, but how are we gonna know who whacked them? Huh? I got hollow points. Yeah, look, we all got hollow points. Look, we'll split the bounty nice and even, all right? All right? Fair. That's all. I look like a fucking socialist an aid worker. We'll work it out together. Okay? Look, cuz, how long we been doing this?
I'm not giving no handouts.
Not asking for a handout. We're out here working.
Whatever. Shut up. Whatever.
Whatever you say.
There he is!
Right?
Just look.
Joe! Oh!
Good on him for doing the distraction.
Assos had put some distance between himself and the goons. I meant to follow.
I got someone. I think it's the hit. That Max Payne. The other guy might be here as well. Where you at? Over by that circular thing. The hit. He's like Latino or something. Which hit? Ain't the other one. Just hold on to it.
A lot of people out in the cemetery tonight. You never know who you're gonna find. I'm not really seeing a whole lot, but at the same time, I don't want to like scrape and dig through every single headstone. On stream anyway, if I was doing this on my own time, I wouldn't really care. Like leaning my physical head out to see if I can see a little bit better. Nah, that's not quite how it works. Guess it means the game's immersive.
They didn't have much of a reason to keep Passos alive, whoever they thought he was.
That circular thing. Oh, the fountain. That's what he was talking about. Oh, okay. It's like I was getting up to it and I thought, oh, it's just a candle. But no, it's a magazine. I doubt they'd put two pieces up near the same area, but no, I just can't help it. I gots to take a look.
Something for the cold.
Man, just be cool, okay? Be cool.
Don't tell me to be cool. You Max Payne?
Who?
Very fucking funny.
Whatever.
You're Max Payne. I thought he was fucking Max Payne.
Confusing, huh?
Hey, you make one more move, and this guy, whoever the fuck he is gonna get fucking dead. Look, man, give yourself up, and DeMarco might have a change of conscience, huh? Might grant you one last reprievement. Ain't no reprievement gonna be found otherwise.
I don't even know who he is.
This guy's luck is...
I was just in the knee.
I think I'm done saying my goodbyes. Let's get out of here. Hey, thanks, bro.
Guy had glass knees. Shit, where? I was just trying to get to cover. I could barely see past these plants, so. I'm sure it doesn't really work the same for them. Shit. Oh, I can't see this guy. Oh, there he is. He's so far. I need better cover. Okay. That's where they all are.
You got my back, man.
Yeah, trying. He didn't really have mine. I don't know. Maybe he was in a bad spot. Oh, wait. I see something. What is this? Yeah, they did a good job capturing that overhead plane sound. I thought that was here. I'm like, that's weird. Okay, I don't think there's anything else.
Holy shit! What the hell is going on here?
Don't worry about it. Just get out of here, okay?
Sounds like a fucking war is going on.
Calm down.
Some poor bastard, quite literally, on the graveyard shift. Must have been wondering why there were suddenly more bodies above ground than below.
Sniper! Shit!
All I can hope for is that he didn't even hear the shot that killed him.
Get down! Shot came from the top of the mausoleum! Up in the tower!
This is the only way through.
If I lay down cover, can you move up on him?
That's anyone's guess.
Move up, man!
Okay, hold on.
Don't let them draw you out!
Max gotta run a little faster.
Cover fire! Now! You're good.
Little help over here. A little help, maybe?
Idiot.
Okay?
Sure. Right up to the moment my head gets blown off.
You gotta move again. I'll give you cover. Wait on me. Quick!
No, not roll.
Time for anything, eh?
Shoot him! Oh, the goddamn thing!
They're dead, right?
I'm gonna cover you again. See if you can flank it. Get a shot.
Run, duck, flank. Easy orders to give when you're way behind the front line.
Window's coming up.
Great.
Go on, man. Look for a shot.
Can't see this asshole. Oh, okay. That wouldn't work in like the main game, but fortunately, it just a one shot was all you needed, regardless of what it was.
We'd come in here to hide, not very successfully as things turned out.
Freeze! As opposed to what? Disco dance?
Shut the fuck up, half-caste. Turn around. Turn around. Move. Move! Hold it. That way, you fucking jokers. Move.
Where are we going?
Take it easy.
You killed my son.
You're back.
You killed my fucking son. My boy. My only son.
Listen, I'm sorry.
Fuck you!
Sorry for
Sorry,
your
he was
loss,
being an asshole.
but your son was killed in gun battle. A battle he started.
Shut your fucking mouth! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Fuck you! You killed my son! You fucking spick! Ow! You killed my son! Dig! No!
I have to admit, I almost felt bad for the guy.
Dig!
Sure, he had lived a bad life, but I, of all people, knew that living with this grief would be payment enough for any sins. Still, perhaps not so bad that I was prepared to dig my own grave and let these Goombas kill me without even getting some dirt on their hands.
Your body ain't gonna bury itself. Dig, motherfucker!
Where are you going? Or die!
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Follow me.
Damn. I was thinking there'd be a part like right on the grave or something.
Vinny Gognetti.
Huh.
I didn't think there was enough of him left to fill a grave. Poor son of a bitch.
Yeah, he blew
His
up.
antics had brought the once great house of Punchinello to its knees, and they were still struggling to stand up.
In a Captain Baseball Bat Boy costume, no less. Oh wait, yeah, no, I need that. Give me that. Shit. What the hell? I got a Gatling gun? Or does he just have an LMG? Not there. Guy's clearly behind too much cover. Not really working out for me. There we are. Whoa! Got vaporized. Jesus. Those look like they do something. Let me try it from afar. No. They do spark a little bit, so... I don't know. Maybe it's just added detail. Oh. Freaked me out. I thought there was like... some gangster just... I don't know, rubbing his head. Wasn't sure what was going on.
The morgue. How appropriate.
Finish it!
Excuse me? Dick. I was in the middle of something. Oh, way to go, bud. Just plow right through them. And you figure, oh, okay.
I guess they helped with the grief.
Some kind of medical center. Well, it's a morgue, I guess. But they'd have a lot of medication. But I suppose Max has a point. These people are dead. Really, there wouldn't be any need for any sort of painkillers.
Hey, psst, this way.
I lost his nice hat.
Up there. Go on. Go, go, go.
You can go first.
All right, gentlemen, thank you.
This place looks about as good as any to make a stand.
At least the coroner won't have to go far to go to work.
Like I said, Passo's always had a good sense of humor.
We gotta find a phone. I got a connection in Queens who can help us.
All right.
Spread out and clear every room before you move on. We don't want to miss these damn fools.
Our SOS was gonna have to wait.
Alright, final stand in the funeral home. Bring 'em on. Oh, I'll take that.
Your bitch, asshole! Can't move here, Max! You gotta get up there and take him out!
I could shoot him from down here, probably. If he ever decides to get back up again.
Take him out!
Alright, fine.
Ankles!
Damn.
He's got a beat on me, man! He's got a fucking beat on me! Coming on me!
Yeah, give me that. I guess this thing has a shotgun? It doesn't look like it. No, it's also a golden gun. I guess that's what the golden guns do. I wasn't really sure. I thought you had maybe it had to equip them from the menu or turn on a code or something.
Find that phone!
But I guess if you just pick it up in world when you collect all the pieces, you get the golden variant.
There's gotta be a landline in that office, man!
What's up, Vamp? Welcome back. Good to see you.
I think we'll be alright.
Yeah, at least for a little while.
Let me just call somebody, get a little help, and we'll get out of here. Hey, it's me. Look, we really need to get out of New Jersey. Yeah, things are heating up. We got like half.
Not too bad. A little busy. Can't complain too much, but
Here I was again, halfway down the world, and still looking at the bodies of women I was supposed to protect. Only difference now is, I didn't understand the language.
Vai pra lá. Tranquilo, pode ficar tranquilo. Fica nessa parede, seu americano de merda. Que porra tá acontecendo aqui? Que merda tá acontecendo aqui?
Haven't you figured out I don't speak your fucking language?
Seu gringo de merda, cala a boca, seu gringo!
That's right, I may be a moron. But here's the thing. I ain't quite as dumb as I seem.
I guess that's one way to do it.
It was time to get out of there.
Teach
Seemed
him a
like
lesson.
someone
Maybe he'll
decided to
get out of the
carry
crime
some
life.
impromptu justice on the street life below. I'd failed Rodrigo and I'd failed Fabiana. And that awful nightclub, the stain, the docks. I'd been given enough chances to make this right, and again I'd blown it. Perhaps this was my punishment from the fates. Keep reliving the same mistakes for all eternity.
Anyway. How have you been, Vamp?
I had to get that image of Fabiana out of my head.
I haven't seen you around too much, but last time I talked to you, it seemed like you were a little on the busy side as well. But that in there. Oh. Just a toilet. Alright.
There was a danger of this starting to get too real.
Lots of school in. The semester's been better. Lots of free time. That's good.
It was a goddamn war zone. I had to assume Giovanna and Marcelo were out there somewhere. Maybe I still had a chance to get somebody in that family through the day in one piece.
Yeah, more free time can't hurt. I'm definitely kind of hoping for some at some point, but, you know, I take it where I can get it. In the middle of doing some stuff for family. I'm in the middle of a move. Work's been extremely busy. So it's been kind of tough to catch a nice break, but at least I get a couple hours every day. Do a little bit of streaming. Something else. Jesus.
Place was swarming with cops.
Oh, okay.
They weren't
I thought
there
those were
for
cops.
far
I was like, I think I shot a couple of them, but I wasn't too sure.
Enough cluster fucks for one day. If these fools could buy me some time, I might have a chance to get to Marcelo and Giovanna before somebody put a bullet in their heads too.
Don't count your blessings. We know you ain't getting many of them. Remember this voice acting? I'm surprised they got the same voice actor from previous games. Kind of happy they did too, but I mean, given the time span between the two games, between 2 and 3, I wouldn't have expected it. But yeah, definitely a noir type narration, although this game kind of falls under the neo-noir style as far as like an identifiable genre goes.
Giovanna and Marcelo were still alive, but I didn't hold out much hope they'd stay that way for long. I'd already lost the ransom money, got the hostage killed, and I was only just getting started. This was turning into another fine example of private security work.
But they're with cops, though. I mean, I guess there's a full-scale war going on, pretty much, but... Okay. Like, locked onto the door for some reason. I thought someone was gonna pop out of there. Never played this series, only seen bits and pieces. It's been real good. This is my first time playing through all the games. I started back in, I think, December with the original one, and then we worked our way through 2, and I started this game about a week ago.
Rent-a-thugs in body armor sending a message to the poor that the cops are still in charge. When they hit the favelas, they came in hard and fast. Anyone was fair game, as I was about to find out.
I guess they don't give a shit. Same thing we gotta do with that last guy. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. This game, obviously, being the most recent, feels the most modern, has the most modern controls. It's also the less frustrating so far than the other games were. Both 1 and 2 had very frustrating moments. And I mean, nothing impossible, but this definitely feels like a Rockstar developed game, whereas the other 2 were done by Remedy. This place is intense, yeah. That's how the favelas are, man. This is Brazil. This is the bad part of Brazil. Maybe they don't get quite this dangerous, but yeah, they're not known for utmost in friendliness and hospitality. Part of Brazil you don't want to go to. Yeah, this is definitely not the tourist location. Favelas are always like nasty looking. If you ever see any like documentaries or footage covering them, it's like some weird, crazy shit goes down in them. It's gangs, drugs, violence. Oh, you're still alive. Okay. Apparently how this game portrays it, the cops just don't give a shit either. Once they start tearing in there. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm not blending fiction with reality, I know better. But, you know. Things might get pretty rough.
55. I'd seen that number before. Were these the same bloodthirsty motherfuckers that showed up after the shootout at the party?
Oh yeah, them. Oh, well then screw these guys.
The odds of me getting out of there alive, let
Not police,
alone
they're more like
Giovanni
contract
Marcello,
killers.
were narrowing with every passing second.
Okay. Just don't pull a gun out on me. Oh. Hey, don't mind if I borrow
This was all
these.
my fault, and there was only one way I dealt with guilt.
I can't make that shot. Oh, they actually killed that
This
guy.
wasn't such a good spot to enjoy the view.
Shit, no kidding. Okay, anything else I need in here, or are we just getting shot at? Hey, how you shooting through the door? What the hell, man? I didn't need to shoot that, but there was just the satisfaction in actually doing it. Okay, well, at least I got the dude in white. I was gonna say, okay. I was like, an RPG explodes that close to a helicopter and it just gets away? Nah, it exploded.
Great. I was still alive, and still not all that happy about it. Why did the easy way out never come? Maybe I thought I didn't deserve it.
It's because you got a job to do, Max. Can't leave business unfinished. Again, if I'm doing a lot of doubling back or something, it's because... How'd they kill that guy anyway? Damn it. It's because I'm looking for hidden pieces.
Man, I was guessing these guys didn't spend their spare time studying
jeez.
the Geneva Convention.
Sniper elite gunshots. A little bit, yeah. They kind of happen at random, but yeah, the bullet time and the camera direction following your shot. It's always fun to kind of see it placed. Although sometimes it's weird, like I shoot a guy in the knee and then he immediately dies.
Jesus Christ, these bastards weren't playing games. These were the same paramilitary cops I had seen executing fools after the failed kidnapping at the party. Nasty business. If these were the guys De Silva was worried about, maybe he had a point. Yes, this was definitely them. Jesus Christ, these bastards made the NYPD look like the Hare Krishnas.
I'm sure that's not a besmirch on the real NYPD, but we've had issues in the past in these games where the New York Police Department has been a little corrupt.
I couldn't make much sense.
Oh, yeah, we could try to spin the knee shot any way possible, but I don't know.
Strange for anyone else.
It was an Achilles knee. That must have been the issue.
I had no option but to take the scenic route. These charmers weren't there to make a couple of arrests. They were bussing them out by the dozen. But who was I to cast judgment on proper police procedure and justifiable use of force?
Não posso esperar pra sair daqui. Que merda. Nunca aprende a lição. Traficantes e viciados, né? Espero o quê?
You're gonna walk over here, aren't you? What happened to that FAL I had? Oh yeah, the Hare Krishnas. They're peace-loving people. I guess that's a thing. Not a good spot to be in. How'd they lock that door? Maybe somebody was behind them. Ah! That was abrupt.
Nunca aprende a lição. Traficantes e viciados, né? Espero o quê?
Asshole. Yeah, if they get, I mean, that's what I was asking this the first time I played this game. I was like, can these guys do crits? Because I swear I got hit at like having full health. Shit. Not a good situation to be in. Should have picked my shots a little better. Give me the one with the flashlight, sure. I'll take that too. Let's see what else I can pick up. Remember when I was saying I wasn't using the slow-mo very often and it didn't seem like there were situations where you needed to use it as much? Okay, I take that back. Just get me nervous as hell trying to get down here. It's a shame the flashlight probably doesn't realistically do anything, like blind your enemies. Yeah, I mean, I guess last time I died, I did get shot in the head, so...
It seemed like as good a place as any to lie low and get my bearings. Problem was, some other fine gentleman had the same idea.
Never catching a break, huh?
I'd gone from out of luck to unarmed and shit out of luck. Another reminder, not that I needed one, that any low point can always go lower, as my new friends were about to find out.
Yeah, they sure put that to good use.
South Hallow's finest and a busload of lucky winners they picked out earlier.
Damn, I feel like I'm playing Metal Gear.
I decided I might as well follow them. I was lost and they were going somewhere, and it was the closest I was going to get to a plan.
Specifically Guns of the Patriots. The whole opening section when you're caught in between a war between the PMCs
Where were they taking them?
and the rebels. That's pretty much
They
this.
have Marcello and Giovanna? Was this just an average favela raid or something more? When all you're left with is questions, I guess your only option is to go with your gut. And my gut was telling me that band of merry men would lead me to some answers. Answers I'd soon wish I'd never received. What was going on here? They looked like the same paramilitaries from the stadium in office attacks. Something felt wrong. In fact, everything felt wrong. Anytime those guys decided to join the party, you could be sure it wasn't gonna end in a piñata and a slice of cake. What the fuck was this? The vigilantes doing an exchange with the death squad cops? Were they buying people? What the hell for? None of this made too much sense. These two were serious operatives. One was a band of hired killers and the other supposed to keep the peace. Yet they were doing deals. Now I had to find Giovanna and Marcello. Without a better plan, I thought I better follow this bastard.
Yeah, gotta keep a real low profile wearing that shirt.
Here was Giovanna and Marcello. What the hell were they about to do to him?
Oh. Yeah, I don't think there's no helping him. Jesus.
Jesus. Damn. You bastard.
Oh. I jumped the gun. Somewhat quite literally. I guess I'll just wait for the prompts. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the tire thing is a real thing that goes down, but still.
No, you don't want to do that. Come on. Go.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why did they do that to
Marcelo.
Ain't no coming back from that.
It's a legendary gangway of killing people.
These are no ordinary street gang.
I guess they want people to think they are. With this, they can justify the killings of today and the people they took.
Shh. Quem fez isso?
Foi americano.
Foi? Foi?
He's blaming you for the death of his friend.
Porra de americano. Coisa morre, porra. Caralho. Contra ele. Mata ele.
Pode deixar, eu mato.
It's like I could pick out the curse words, but can't really translate the rest of it. Oh yeah, no, a little bit of milk will cure that burning. Just walk it off.
After a couple of hours of lying and shit, you learn to appreciate what you've got. And right now, all we had was each other. I was a wreck, and Giovanna, well, I knew what she'd seen no amount of drugs or therapy could erase. That kind of pain follows you around forever. The constant shadow of a wasted life. The poor girl had been through enough. We had to find a way out of there.
I don't know. Max got bad luck with
Giovanna
girls.
was calling Passos. I didn't know if this was a good place to hide or not. When half the local police force and a crew of paramilitary psychopaths want to send you upstairs, I reasoned the crowd was as good a place as any. At least when we got shot. Maybe some kind soul would take a video and put it on the internet.
Let's go. I just saw a couple looking at us.
It's pretty much what would happen.
Also said there's a good place to hide in the back.
Just try to stay calm. Come on. You okay?
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's a stylistic thing. I mean,
I guess this is it.
Keep going.
I can't say I've seen it done too many times. The subtitles that they use in John Wick, I think, took a lot of inspiration from the sort of like phrase highlighting that they do in this, but they use it for the purpose of subtitles for foreign languages, not for, you know, emphasizing certain phrases. It's true, yeah. One of the whole reasons I started playing this series was because I remember reading a forum. I've said this several times, so sorry for people that have heard it already, but people were saying, what's the video game equivalent of John Wick? And most people said Max Payne. And I said, oh, I gotta check out these games then.
I'm pretty calm. I'm also pregnant.
Oh, jeez.
You gotta be shitting me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Paul? Passos, you call him. We just want to live somewhere, away from this shit.
I understand. I wanted that too, a long time ago.
What happened?
Just didn't work out that way.
Sorry to hear that.
Maybe things will be different. For you two, I mean. Passos is a lucky guy. Shh.
And I mean, especially more the case with Max Payne 1 and 2, they definitely take more of a film noir type of, you know, atmosphere and storytelling. But this is neo-noir. In Max Payne 3, it's a little bit more modernized.
I don't think these guys are here for your baby shower.
And I think the John Wick movies take a little bit more from this game specifically. But really, the whole series is pretty good.
Tá bom. Ok, chefe.
Also, the story beats in the Max Payne games are a little bit more harsh than John Wick. John Wick has its down moments, but I want to say overall that those movies rather are more fun. Whereas stuff's a bit more harsh here. Get down, Jesus.
Listen to me, it's gonna be okay. Just calm down, I said.
Calm down? Are you out of your mind?
No, John Wick does not take itself seriously. I mean, that's part of the charm, though.
Kill us!
Giovanna, just wait there. I'll be here soon.
There isn't going to be a soon if we stay here. We have to move.
This is where you deserve to die. Yeah, pretty much. Ooh, it's like a kidney shot. Okay, where the hell did she go?
Oh, thank God.
You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, the shot wasn't really what killed him. I'm just gonna say he lost his balance and then he died on impact.
Stay right here.
I mean, it did shoot him in the leg, so if anything would warrant imbalance, it'd be that. Shit, another one? Does anything, I mean, I see the gas tanks, but does anything actually explode? What you doing, man? Grenades coming this way, and this guy's like wanting to run up to me. Gonna be a little wasteful with my ammo. Although I'm finally near some people, so maybe I could take their gun. Yeah, give me that shit. Where the hell did you come from? Oh shit. I forgot that he automatically uses one.
Short of riding in on a parade float, we couldn't have made our arrival more obvious. We had to hide someplace out of the open.
I also need more guns. That would be preferable.
Breakfast of champions.
Are there more of them? What's going on?
I had to get this poor girl out of there.
Oh my God. Max,
Come on.
what's going on? What's going on?
I don't know, but we gotta get the hell out of here. Let's go.
We're not going to make it, are we?
We'll be fine. We just gotta lay low till Passos gets here.
This wasn't looking good. What the hell were Giovanna and Marcello thinking going in there by themselves? Guess their plan was no more idiotic than mine, and I couldn't really fault them for losing faith in the Broncos security detail.
Just check this.
Still a bad plan, though.
A barely recovering alcoholic and an unarmed pregnant woman. We were hardly a SEAL team. I put our life expectancy at 5 minutes.
Hey,
If we were lucky.
if you can lift me up there, I'll see if I can lower it down.
All right.
I mean, on the one hand, I wouldn't be surprised if she died because that's an ongoing theme with Max Payne. The girl always dies.
Giovanna was
In
a
most
brave
cases,
girl.
not I guess not
She
everyone.
wasn't giving up. And I guess that meant neither could I.
It's just like God of War.
Well done.
De nada.
Stay close and keep quiet. God.
Yeah, well, it starts off with his wife. That's the opening of the original game. His wife and child get shot by some hitmen
Oh, no, get down!
for mafia. But then it gets worse from then on out. Even when it comes to just randos. Everybody gets a taste. The shut- I think the shutter was supposed to completely close, but the guy was he was blocking it. Good on him. Oh no, maybe it wasn't because he's pulling it up. Or that could be a different one. I don't know.
Can you get through to that next room?
Yes, I think so.
Well, that may be our best bet. Go on, I'll meet you there.
Actually, no, because
Yeah, don't worry. I'll find a way through.
I mean, he
Stay
totally
quiet
could have slid
and
under
down.
there. I'm guessing that had to be completely closed, but the physics wouldn't allow it because the man was underneath. Oh my god, this game sometimes. We've experienced some strange glitches over the past few streams. Alright, hold on. Let me,
There had to be an easier way out of there than the way I came in.
I know, but I'm looking for gun parts, Max. Come on. Okay. Wasn't sure if we could walk up there or not. What do we have? Keep losing my rifles, goddamn. I kind of miss the old weapon inventory system, but I guess they're going for realism with this game, so.
I was getting good at this.
Pushing buttons. Yeah, keep it up, man.
Max! Max!
Shut up.
Max!
Shut up.
I can't see a way down here either!
There has to be something.
I mean, there was clearly a guy in the back.
Oh my god! Max, look out!
Okay, no worries, man. Do what you need to do. If you're gone for a while, no worries. Always good to see you here. Shit. Yeah, this is not a good place to be in. Trying not to shoot him on the body armor. That'd be great.
Hey!
Ah! Max! There's still more up here!
Shit never ends.
Are you okay?
I think so. There must be a way to drop those stairs down.
Wait a second. I'm going to try something.
Good.
Okay, I was kind of like babying her now. Good job. Rid of those meds. Oh, no.
Day 2 of sobriety was going about as well as day 1.
What are you waiting for?
I thought I saw... Ah, here it is. It was in the background, I just wasn't sure where the back was in relation to where I was previously.
Are you coming?
Yeah, I know, but at the same time I thought I saw something else. Guess not. Alright.
Come on. Let's get the hell away from here. Go on. It's okay. I'm right behind you.
Or I will be in one moment. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
There's someone down there.
Somebody on the bus too, right?
What should we do?
O Neves devia ter me escutado no estádio.
Ninguém sabia que ele ia ser problema tão grande.
Eu disse que a gente devia ter matado ele no estádio, né?
Agora é muito tarde pra isso.
O que a gente tá fazendo aqui? Isso é perda de tempo.
Shit, don't come up the stairs.
Que faça o seu trabalho. Não vamos sair daqui enquanto não vasculharmos o lugar inteiro.
Thought I saw somebody in here, you bastard. Oh no, the gun's caught. Even though I got the... Ah! Son of a bitch. So... I mean, obviously I had the reticle right on his head. But, I don't think he could turn the gun in the position he was in because I was...
Should we take a look?
O Neves devia ter me escutado no estádio.
Ninguém sabia que ele ia ser problema tão grande.
Eu disse que...
Okay, instead of doing the real cool guy dive I did, I'm just gonna play it safe and go up here. Seems like the better option. Also, good job with that grenade. You threw it right down to yourself. Okay, I'm gonna do the cool guy dive, but I'm gonna only do it like here. Maybe we'll get a, Okay, no, we didn't. Oh well. That was from cover fire, too. I know, man. Sometimes things don't go exactly as planned.
Our day had started with us hiding in filth, and got progressively worse. My luck was running true to form. Or rather, I was running true to form.
Okay, give me a sec. Just check out what we got here. 102 is not bad. As far as ammunition goes. Ah. Jeez. Only one part?
Should we wait here for Passos?
No, it's not safe enough. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know what place would be safe enough. Maybe a different country? Continent, perhaps?
Quiet.
You're the one breaking in.
No, you're the one breaking in. Come on. Get a leg up. Got it? Open the door.
Shh. Listen.
Check it out. Stay here.
Mete
Give me a sec, son. I know it's a bitch, isn't it? Just die. Got real lucky with that guy coming around the corner. Not gonna lie. Damn, I was close with him. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna check this back corner here. See if there's either any 1 meds, 2 gun parts. Excuse me? There's meds. Oh, and gun part. That's all 3. Scared the crap out of me. I thought I was like right about to shoot her. Oh. Oh, I thought, why not? I'll give it a look. See what, I mean, the window broke. Might as well hop down there. I didn't think that would happen. So long, sucker. I totally had that shot. What are you talking about? Really? Oh. Who killed me that time? Was it the guy that was fallen, or was there somebody else? Shit. Damn it. Oh, I can't get him from there. All right. I'll take what I could get. Give me that foot. Damn, fine. Okay, no. At least it gives me the gun parts. Get the hell out of here.
Check that it's clear, Max. Look out! Make sure there's no more of them. Damn, you lunatic!
I wasn't shooting at you, I was shooting the fire extinguisher. Let's see what it would do.
She was Victor's political nemesis and, in all probability, Sao Paulo's next mayor. Even the Broncos couldn't afford that many votes.
Okay, wait a second. Nice. Ooh, donuts.
Don't leave me here!
Actually, I haven't had lunch yet. That sounds really good, though. Not the healthiest of meals.
Acabou os esconde, sua putinha de merda! Dá condolência pra sua família!
Okay, I'll take a hard shot.
Here, I'm here. It's okay.
It was like right in the lining of the vest too, so he got lucky.
Shit. Come here, this way. Ever driven a bus before?
Of course I haven't.
Ever shot anybody?
No.
Well, it's drive or shoot, sister. And right now, I reckon I'll be better at the shooting. Come on, you can do this. All right, now listen to me. When I give you the word, I want you to slam it into gear, full on the gas, and drive us the hell out of here.
What?
Just drive the fucking thing straight and keep on going. Relax. You can do this. Ready? Go.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
I can't control this thing!
You're doing fine.
Oh my god!
Try to stay calm.
Oh god.
Keep going.
I don't know what I'm doing!
Just keep your foot on the gas.
Cuidado!
Careful. Try to keep us straight.
Sorry! Oh no! Ah!
Oh, I was wondering what that explosion was. I was like, I didn't do that, did I?
I see it.
Oh my god! Oh no!
Just keep your foot on the gas.
I don't know what I'm doing!
Yeah, clearly. Not the best driver. I mean, I ain't saying that driving a bus would be all that easy, but can't be that bad at it either.
Look, Paco!
Just drive.
Ah!
Hold on.
Shit, 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 shit! Ah!
We're okay. We're okay. You good?
Yes.
That's a handy piece of driving. We gotta get out of here. Quick. Son of a bitch. Quick. Come on. Giovanna, go. I need you to get up to the roof of this building and get the Passos. Tell them to wait for me. Now go. Jump. Go.
Not him. What are you doing? Wait, which guy? This guy or this guy in the back? I just wanted to see if I could make the car explode. Shit, Max. Go, 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 go. Can't see when he's behind the plume of smoke. There you are. Bastard.
Aqui faz merda, aqui sou eu, valeu?
Part 2. I guess they switched parts and chapters, I think. I think that's how it went in the old
I was
games.
just about to run to the roof when my savior and friend, the man whose unborn child I had just killed for, decided to leave without me.
Yeah. Good for Passos. Way to be a real bastard.
Boy, Max! Get in! Quick!
At least we got this friend.
I can't believe that bastard just flew off on me. After everything we've been through, I saved his girlfriend's life.
Who? Raul Passos?
Yeah, Raul Passos.
Yeah, I know. I thought you guys were very close.
We were.
Well, you know what? I did a background check.
Jesus.
I mean, I thought the two of you worked for Rodrigo Branco.
Yeah, so?
So? Did you get paid by Victor?
Victor, no.
Well, Raul Passos did. 6 times. Dating back to a few months before you turned up. He even paid for a ticket for him to go to New York.
Why?
I don't know, my guess is to meet you.
But why?
I don't know, maybe he liked you. Maybe he thought you needed a break.
That's funny.
I don't know, maybe he wanted some dumb gringo to come down here to shoot things up and maybe to take the watch for Rodrigo when he got shot.
I don't believe that.
Why? Because you're not a dumb gringo? Or because you are?
You know, I have no fucking clue anymore.
Okay. Let me ask you something.
What?
Well, what is it that you really thought that you were doing down there in Panama? Hmm? And don't tell me you're so naive as to think you were just down there guarding a woman.
I didn't know what to say. I had been so loaded in Panama, I could scarcely remember my own name. I know things had got real heavy. Panama had been my second job with Passos.
Hey, Max! Max! Come on!
The first had been easy. Money for banging waitresses at some fancy wedding in the Caribbean. This seemed like another easy gig. It was the middle of the day, and like any self-respecting idiot, I was half cut.
No, son, nothing like doing some good blows, some good friends on a boat. Daphne! Come here, I love this one.
Marcelo, you're going to be the death of me.
Sure beats New Jersey, huh, Max?
Some ways.
Hey, come on, it's awesome!
Everybody's drunk and tanned, listening to house music. Most of them have plastic surgery, and they're all doing blow. I guess it is kind of like Jersey, huh?
That's very funny, Max. Hey, Saud!
Oh. God, I gotta quit drinking so much. Give myself serious liver damage.
Hey, big deal. You can always get a new one. Relax.
I hope you're not drinking on the job, gentlemen. Kidding, I hope you are. Just stay off the yayo, I don't have enough to share. I'm kidding again. Oh, Mikey. Even though we just met, I feel like we are good friends, you know? I feel like safe with you guys. Know that? Real safe.
That's great.
Yeah, and I love New York. The East Hamptons, do you know it?
Not really. I spent my honeymoon in Montauk.
Oh, where's that?
It's just down the road.
Whatever. Last time I was there, I got so wasted, I nearly shit myself. I didn't know you were married.
Yeah, well, My wife passed away.
Good. Not good. Bad. Real bad. But good because now I can get you laid a lot. It is great to be single, hey? I love a woman.
This guy has no grasp on reality.
She doesn't want to know it. Fuck her. I mean, could you believe that shit?
Hey.
Excuse me, I'm going to go to speak to Felipe. Felipe! You crazy crackhead, lay off the yayo, hey? Pasos.
I look like the mob boss from New York.
What's the deal with this guy, eh? He's kind of stuck up.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, sure, tá bom, but have him smile a bit more, you know?
His life is good!
Where's the truck?
It's coming. Hey, soon.
Pasos. I gotta go lay down.
Okay.
Old man's tired, gotta take a nap. God, how obnoxious. Yeah, you had it there earlier. There you go. The hell are these guys? Shit never going south with this family?
¡No hay nadie aquí! ¡Este también! ¡Encontré a uno de ellos!
Okay, here comes the party. I'm just gonna assume that there's not gonna be any, like, boat guests in my path. There you go. Alright, what are these people hiding? Actually, I should give Max's room a little bit more of a thorough check. Let's see.
The boat was well appointed.
Okay, what do we got? Sure. Hold on, I'm checking shit out.
Daphne's ship was always stocked.
Could do a ceasefire for right now. Yeah, I know, buddy. Shit. Oh, jeez. Wait a second, why were you firing in the air?
The dead guys looked like soldiers in one of those Central American guerrilla armies. Pirates with a manifesto. Psychos with a dream. That sort of bullshit.
Okay. Hey. Super Sport.
The radio.
Don't think I've seen that yet.
Maybe I could send out an SOS. It certainly wasn't the first time I'd woken up with a hangover, long after a party had turned sour.
Okay, I think I got everything cleared in there.
The need to get out of the boat's hull and onto the upper deck as soon as possible was countered by the probability of running into another hijacker. I had to move carefully.
I could just go guns blazing. I mean, that's always an option too, right? Oh, way to go, game. Like, put me right in a spot where I get shot. Yeah, I mean, you know, I like to rush things too, but even I feel like I would have been a little bit more tact. That was a close reload. Oh, okay.
Fire was sucking oxygen from the room. I didn't care if I got shot the second I got out of there. I needed one more gulp of fresh air before I died. It was like the need for a wake-up whiskey after a 2-day bender. How to shut off the fuel feeds. Move, Max.
Is that something I could do here, or do I gotta go down here? Ah.
I shut down one engine, but it didn't make much difference.
All I gotta do is tell me there's 2 of them. Or 3 or 4, or however many is down here.
There. I could breathe again. Now the boat could get back to smelling like suntan oil, stale margaritas, and greed.
Ooh, what does greed smell like? Shit. Can't get him at that angle. Max is doing a lovely spin, though. I tell ya.
So this was the famous Panama Canal. We could have gone to the moon while I was passed out and I wouldn't have noticed.
Okay. It's literally the Panama Canal.
I've been dead to the world. Some of my shipmates were just plain dead. Where had they taken them?
Do raids like happen in the canal while you're traversing it? Is that a thing that happens? I would think they'd be like relatively secure since, you know, people gotta operate them and whatnot. But I don't know. I guess maybe it's a perfect opportunity because you know, there's not going to be too many people
while I was passed out and I
or too many routes rather where you can escape. Okay, we want to take cover? Okay, no, I guess not. Or shoot. Shooting's good. Why can't you shoot, Max? What are you doing? Pressing the trigger like a madman, he ain't doing nothing.
Than the one I'd stumbled away from. Where was everyone? I still didn't know what the hell happened.
The sort of maybe good thing about this is that, you know, boats probably ain't gonna be too big, right? So, I'm sure I could find all the pieces in this location, hopefully. Looks important. Guess not.
I didn't like to think what was behind the door.
Oh. Shit, I saw that there was meds in the back corner as soon as I was walking up to it, but it was too late. Got locked in.
The guys up ahead weren't dealing with passengers like the rest of them. Maybe I should have realized then that this was no ordinary kidnap job. Something on the boat had attracted the sharks.
That was a quick reaction. I mean, I wouldn't have seen a guy sneak out from behind a couch just in my extreme peripheral vision. What do you guys got? Everybody's got like that Magnum. Obviously nothing interesting going on back here.
Daphne Bernstein, a recent divorcee, making the most of her considerable settlement, and Marcella was making the most of her. I don't want to think about it.
I thought I cut it short for a second, but yeah, probably for the best.
They didn't help with my sea legs, but they sure as shit felt good.
¡Hijo de puta, aquí no hay nada! ¡Miguel, vení para acá!
Somebody else in here want to say something? There you are. Hi. Whoa. Bathroom man.
There was something firing these guys other than good old-fashioned socialist zeal. What were they looking for? It didn't make sense. Why would they leave the jewels and rip open the walls? It didn't occur to me just what the other cargo on board could be.
Like a massive stash of drugs or what? Is this a secret diplomat transport? Shit. Yeah, that's a lot of people. Whoa.
I was on a ghost ship in a ghost canal.
Yeah, no kidding, a ghost ship.
The whole thing creeped me the hell out.
It's like the hull was invisible for a second. Where are those sweet, sweet meds?
The pirates wouldn't get everything.
No. I don't know that they're specifically looking for painkillers either, but... Ah! Whoa, jeez. Good shot. He shot me pretty good. Wonder if I should just make a... Well... Hold on. Did that door close behind me? It did. Shit. Look how much damage he does. Should look at the board and see if there's any solid piece. I didn't think there was. Oh, in the back there is. This part, yeah. By the time I was looking at it, I was too far down. I just saw the glass. I'm like, that's not going to provide much cover. Is that it? I mean, I see the helicopter, yeah, but... Okay.
I had to save some valuables.
Where? Not him. But, okay, fine. Find him. Get up, Max. Shit. God damn it. Somebody's still behind me, right? Okay, I'm approaching from the other end.
Booze, coke, pills. You could get whatever party favor you wanted on this vessel.
Damn it. Okay, fine. We'll go for that one guy. Wasn't there more across the way, or... What the hell's going on here? Okay, yeah, I do not have an AR right now. It's probably not be a bad idea to have one right now. Okay, what do we need to do to get this thing open?
Maybe there was something on the bridge. I checked every other inch of the boat.
Oh, wait. Some meds. That's something.
I spotted Passos and Marcelo. If I'd known back then that they'd been up to no good while I was fighting my way through a band of violent paramilitaries and a worse hangover, I might not have wanted to get over to them so bad.
Hey, Passos!
At the time, I hadn't thought too much about this. I hadn't thought too much about anything. Now I remember it, it didn't seem quite so kosher.
What about, what's her name? Daphne.
Do whatever you think is best.
I think it's best we try to go find her.
Yeah, okay, let's go.
See? I didn't think Passos was a bad guy. He didn't need to try to save this woman or the crew.
Through here.
Didn't realize you knew your way around here.
They were using that building to get across the canal.
Come on! You're gonna get her, let's get her!
Yeah, all right.
There was some equipment in the truck next to me. It'd be a shame to see it go to waste.
I mean, it would,
We can get across up top.
but I don't know if that was like exactly the best time to be worrying about that right now. You haven't reloaded yet? Oh, there you go.
Come on, I don't know how much time we have! Here goes!
There's gotta be a reason why they're going across the canal.
Bad time to reload. Whoa, jeez. Surprised I went through.
We're good! Up we go, man!
I don't know what I expected to find. On a boat full of drunks and bullshit artists, I'd been the cabaret act. Shooting whatever came in front of me was easier than coming to terms with that reality.
Shit. I didn't get a good look over here because I was getting shot at. So let's do a quick backtrack real quick. Ah, look. All for the best. Part 1 though. It's like I've already been playing this level for a while and we already well, I suppose I could have missed something. I felt like I was pretty thorough, but then there was that one room that I missed the meds in because we activated that whole cutscene business. So ease up on the aberration. I guess he was probably readying himself to jump down, but it kind of looked like he was just sitting up there, you know, just having a good old time. Did I lose all my other guns? I lost my AR. Shit. Guess everything's not lost. Yeah, we could get that one though. What the hell are you laughing at? Oh, okay. That's just caution tape. I thought it was another part. Wait. Hey. How you doing? Oh yeah, I need those.
My own private welcoming party. Fancy seeing you here.
Oh, those are the stairs, Max. Don't want to shoot those. We need those to climb. Yes. Hello. All right, part 2 of 3. We might be able to pull this off. What the hell are they shooting at? And where are they shooting? A UFO? Oh no, it's a boat. Okay. My goodness, where's the, what turns is this game making? Yeah, I'm sure, buddy. I guess those are just like dummies or something. Damn. I think I was hitting the guardrail. Okay, I thought it would take him a little longer. But I guess there's not much. I know there was another guy.
I couldn't turn my back on them for a second.
Ah, okay. A little jittery there. Okay, now we can look at the display. Or not. Now we can.
Americans had a long and checkered history of involvement in Panama. This was my sorry chapter.
I was like,
for what it's worth.
It's like, why is the face so fucked up? But yeah, that's right. I shot at one coming up the stairs. It's a good thing I got like decent accuracy. Oh, jeez.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck, man. This is brutal.
Yeah, a little bit.
I didn't think things would be like this.
I should have jumped in that goddamn canal myself and swum my way back to New York.
Let me ask you again, Max. What do you think you were really doing in Panama?
I was drinking.
People died. Innocent people. Who do you think robbed you?
I don't know. I was told it was people who disliked Daphne Bernstein, something about an unpleasant divorce.
Her ex-husband worked on Wall Street. Do you think he has easy access to Panamanian death squads?
Guess I didn't really think about it.
You were smuggling something, weren't you?
No. I mean, I didn't realize it at the time. I didn't think too much about it, but yes, Marcelo did drive off with something. I don't know what. I didn't see him until we got to Brazil a week or so later.
I think it was money. I think Marcelo and Victor have a friendly banker there in Panama. Your little cruise was to deliver the cash to him because there it's easier to launder.
But I thought the Broncos were rich.
Rodrigo's rich. The other two, they live well, but they don't have real money. Victor's campaigns were always financed by his brother. That is the way among certain rich families there. The eldest brother is the king. You know, he gets everything. The other two, not so much.
And now Rodrigo's dead.
Exactly. And Marcelo, too. It's an awful tragedy for Victor, huh? A man running on a law and order ticket, you know, whose brothers have both been killed in such terrible circumstances. A true patriot.
What about Marcelo?
Marcelo was an idiot. Were this true, I certainly don't believe he could possibly have known about it. But I do believe some other scheme, you know, some other bullshit. Whatever that cash was, Victor could have talked him into something. I don't know yet.
And Passos?
Well, Passos is a bum ex-cop. Failed in America, failed in São Paulo. He was surrounded by more money and more poverty than his tiny little head can handle. You think guys like that can't be bought?
No, but if...
But nothing. He's probably not a bad guy. He's just a man caught in the crossfire of a very rich family.
What about me?
You. You're the fall guy. The American. Running around, acting like the action hero. Killing lots of people. You're a stroke of genius.
That ain't how it is.
You were an angry ex-cop. You were sitting in a bar with a history of violence and a history of a bad temper. You were perfect.
Me and Passos went to the academy together.
Did you?
I don't fucking know.
Okay, let's take a drive, Max. You want to do some good? Want to get yourself killed in a good cause? Then I need you to check something out for me.
Like what?
That incident at the favela today. Now, some of my officers say a bus drove off some captives.
They did, I saw it.
But no captives were ever booked.
They probably handed them off to the paramilitary death squads, the,
Caixa Preto?
Right.
Who did?
I don't know, the cops. The other cops, the cops who shoot on sight.
The UFE.
Right.
Max, you see that building there?
The Imperial Palace Hotel?
Yeah, that's what it says. People go in there in large groups under armed guard.
Apparently it's still
But it
being
isn't a
built,
police
too.
Station, and no one comes out of there.
Why don't you just go in and bust the joint, get a warrant?
I'm only a cop, Max.
So you keep saying. Time to find out what was going on here. I didn't fancy booking myself in the presidential suite, so went looking for the basement. wasn't too excited about the acoustics in this place. A couple of gunshots would sound like I'd walked in here with a goddamn marching band. It wasn't pretty, but I guess none of what was about to happen was gonna be.
Where'd you learn how to do that? Okay, well, I am going to say that this is a good stopping point, so we're going to stop here, basically. Yeah, it's always fun playing this game, but shit, man, the story gets you enthralled. I do want to come back to it. That's the thing. It's hard picking a spot to stop, but you know, when you get to a new chapter, I guess that's as good as any. And we'll do more of this. I do not know how much more of this game is left. Seems like usually the Max Payne games, you only do about like, you know, maybe 4 or 5 streams for them. So unless this game is some sort of exception to that rule, then we're probably coming up to the end pretty soon here, but still probably got another... I mean, well, obviously one stream, a good solid stream, I'm going to say, but maybe there's more. The early streams will continue. I'll be back tomorrow. If I get my new controller, then maybe we'll do some stuff off with Dreams and maybe doing some more of the Belt Action collection. If not, then I'm probably going to jump back and forth between this and Oracle of Ages. So expect that or Zelda. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate everyone being here. I will be back tomorrow, hopefully, and early again. So until then, have a good day, and see you next time.